Welcome to the Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our minds. I'm Joe Clark. Most of the focus on the Pittsburgh Steelers' blowout loss against the San Francisco 49ers last week was on the numerous failures on offense and Pittsburgh's inability to slow down the 49ers' offense. But Mike Tomlin pointed out another major flaw in the game during his Tuesday press conference, when that's been happening far too often over the past few seasons in Pittsburgh, and that's the punt game. Pressley Harvin and the punt coverage team was not good on Sunday. Harvin's only solid punt of the day was wiped out by a penalty on long snapper Christian Kuntz, and Harvin struggled for most of the game. He booted a horrific 28-yard punt in the third quarter, and his first punt was just 34 yards, giving the 49ers great field position for their first touchdown drive. It's really nothing new. Harvin has struggled since being drafted in the 7th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2021 NFL Draft, and the Steelers clearly weren't happy with his performance, adding legitimate competition in Braden Mann over the offseason. The team also worked out punter Brad Wing on Thursday, who was the Steelers punter in the 2014 season. Wing is coming off a nice performance in the XFL with the San Antonio Brahmas, who are coached by former Steeler Hines Ward. While the primary purpose was presumably for the Steelers to get a look at a lefty punter in Wing, with the Steelers' Week 2 opponent, the Cleveland Browns, having a lefty punter in Corey Bjorquez, they also could have been getting a look at Wing to consider him as a future alternative to Harvin. Mann also remains a free agent, and if the Steelers want to replace Harvin, they'll be able to find a punter on the market. Corliss Waitman, who punted for the team a bit in 2021, is on the New England Patriots practice squad if the team wants to consider another known commodity. But either way, it's put up or shut up time for Harvin in the next few weeks. He just hasn't been all that good during his NFL tenure, and while there are brief flashes, they aren't nearly consistent enough to keep his job secure, with him now being in his third season. Harvin has to string a few good games together, pitting teams deep and getting more distance on his kicks to ensure that he'll remain with the Steelers throughout the 2023 season. We'll see if he can do so. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure to check out The Terrible Podcast with Alex Kozora and Dave Brown on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go Steelers.